Hey guys, it's Bree Simulated here. Today I am presenting to you another little part to my solid color challenge in my mission to fill Newcrest. So basically, if you haven't seen this challenge before, I have one previous video before this in this series and it is called the Purple Solid Color Challenge. So if you go ahead and type that into YouTube, or if you click in the description or a link on the screen at some point during this video, it'll take you right there. There's no need to watch these videos in order, it doesn't really matter, but that was the first one in this series. If you want to go watch that one, if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy that one as well. So basically what we do in this series is we take a little bit of inspiration from the solid color challenge, which is where I've only really seen other simmers do houses solid color. So basically you filter by the color and you're only allowed to build with those colors. Although some people do adapt to the rule that if there is nothing in that colour, for instance, the toilets don't come in purple or something like that, you can just use a normal coloured toilet. It just has to be primarily that colour, or if there is none, you know, make a compromise somewhere else. Just make up your own rules here and there. So what I've done is taken a lot of inspiration from that challenge. I give all credit for this challenge to the original creators, but what I've done is taken my own little spin on it. Instead of just doing build by and building a house that's solid color, I'm also making some very fun and bright colorful characters to move into those houses. So in my previous part, I made a purple sim with her purple kitty cat, and in this video I'm making Yasmin yellow and Yvonne yellow with their little puppy dog, or big puppy dog, puppy yellow. So all the last names are the color of the family, like the color that they're going to represent, because that is how I choose what color. I go through and I do eeny meeny miny mo on the colors and then pick that color, and then I go ahead and make that their last name, and then make their first name start with the name, like the letter of the color. So we've got Yasmin. She is ambitious, clumsy, and a loner. So I try and make the traits represent the colors that they show, because it helps inflict their let their personality shine through the color. So yeah, I figure the color yellow and the traits are yellow, so equals her personality. Anyway, I'm just going ahead and making her, so her hair is as yellow as I can make it, her eyes are yellow, her makeup, her headband, her clothes, her shoes, everything is yellow about this girl. So I made Yvonne, her sister, also be quite yellow, although in some aspects I made her a little bit more crazy. And her hair isn't quite as yellow because she doesn't have the headband. There are some of the hairstyles that do look more yellow than others, but even though this challenge is about doing the color, I also like to make the Sims look cute. So if the only thing that comes up is something really ugly, I'm probably not going to choose it, just because, or like if it's something that doesn't fit the character of this Sim. For instance, there's a yellow mohawk that I could have picked, but it just doesn't fit their personality. So I'm going to save the colored mohawk for another Sim. But right now I'm making Yvonne, which is her sister, Yasmin's sister. She's a goofball, art lover, and foodie. So she's a little bit less yellow in her personality. A little bit more like a reddy yellow, I'd say. But anyway, I'm making her. She's got this beautiful short hair, and her skin tone is slightly lighter than Yasmin's, just because I randomized these Sims. Like, technically their genetics aren't similar at all, but I think they do actually look kind of similar. Having the same color hair helps, and wearing the same color clothes, I guess. But yeah, I put some colored contacts on her, the yellow ones, and if you watch my CC shopping video, you'll find out where I got them from. So anyway, I'm just making them and making their clothes specific to the colors. So in this one you can see I've got a little bit of orange in Yvonne as well, because she wasn't like my main Sim. Like, at least one of the Sims will be full out yellow, full on. I really love her activewear outfit. I think it's so cute. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Create a Sim. So yeah, the way my challenge, what I'm doing here, differs to normal people's, like the people that have done this on YouTube that I've seen, is that I do create a Sim and build by. So not only do I make a yellow or purple or whatever colored house that is mainly that color, I also make a family, and I'm making them all animals as well. At this stage they all have animals. Some of them might not, depending on their personalities, I guess, but yeah, I'm going in and making a whole heap of yellow animals. and purple and blue and red. So around the town in my Not So Berry challenge, there are just going to be all these crazy coloured Sims and animals, and I might make some of them alien so their skin can even be the colour that the solid colour challenge represents. But basically I aim to do 10 different colours, I think. I've got all the thumbnails planned. They're so bright and colourful you can't miss them. To the left of this screen right now, you can see the purple colour challenge build. That gives you a little bit of a sneak peek if you haven't seen it already. So if you do enjoy this video, feel free to go check that one out, because I'm sure if you enjoyed this one, you will enjoy that one as well. I have a little bit of a confession to make. This house doesn't have a bathroom. Yes, yeah, you heard me correctly. This house does not have a bathroom. I know, what are you thinking? Well, basically, I started recording this voiceover a couple of minutes ago, and then I realized my mic wasn't on, so I had to restart a bit. But that's okay. We're here now. We're in the present. Basically, when I was filming that first voiceover, I discovered that there is no bathroom in this house. So if you go over onto the gallery, my name is Bree Simulated on the gallery. If you go over there and download this, by the time you get to this, it will have a bathroom. And there was something else that was missing as well. I don't remember. I made some mistakes. Mistakes were made in this challenge, but anyway, I'm probably going to turn that balcony on the back there that you can see into a bathroom, because there is like 4 balconies on this lot, so it's not really necessary. But yeah, I gave it the cute little straw thatched roof because it matched in with the colour yellow. And I also tried to do the same type of fence. So the purple house has a purple picket fence, this has a yellow picket fence. I'm not sure if I'll do that with all of them, but I know with at least these two, like where they're positioned, it looks really cute for them to be sort of similar in that sense. And just over on this balcony, it's not very accessible. Like you can go out onto there, I'm pretty sure, but I don't put anything out there other than some plants. The main reason why I had that balcony be there as opposed to doing just roofing is because I wanted to position the corner seat from Cats and Dogs downstairs. But in order to do that, you have to have corner walls, and I didn't want to just round them off, or I didn't want to have a really awkward shaped roof on the top, because if you know me, you know I absolutely suck at roofing. So what I did was use that little awning, and I thought the cute little bubbly like round one really suited in with their personality and their style. So yes. And this building is actually awesome. Like, other than the fact that it doesn't have a bathroom, once I fix that up, it'll be fine. But the actual layout is so awesome. I would love to live in this house. And I also am probably gonna like remodel this house to be more relaxed and not yellow. And move in a family, like just a small family, like whether it be 2 roommates or like a mum with a child or whatever. I just think the layout is so awesome. And especially what I did up here, I was going to create a hallway, but then that would make one of the bedrooms really, really small, or make like the entrance really large and awkward. So what I decided to do instead was to have 2 doors coming off of the stairwell. Oh, another thing I forgot was a fence or like a barrier around the staircase, and it also has no railing, so don't worry, I'll go and add that in as well. So yeah, this house is quite dangerous and unlivable at the moment. But it won't be when you get to download it, okay? So basically, yeah, I forgot a bathroom, and I didn't put any railing on the stairs. So your sim is not going to be able to go to the toilet or bathe or anything like that, and they're going to fall down the staircase and just break their necks or something. That can't happen in The Sims, but you know what I mean. It's not safe. It's not. Anyway, right now I'm just getting a back door out to this cute little garden, and I do get a gate. Do you guys hear that loud truck descend? That actually terrified me. Honk honk. Oh my god. I hope what that person was honking about was important, because that actually scared the bejeebers out of me. Like, whew. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about a side gate. So I added in a backyard for this house, whereas the other house has like a patio, like a, not a balcony, but like a, I think it's called a patio, isn't it? Where you have like a fenced area but on the foundation. Anyway, like a deck. The other house has like a deck kind of situation, like it's outside but it's roofed and it's up on the foundation. Whereas this house has a backyard. The main reason why I decided to do that is because this household has a dog, whereas the other household has a cat. So the cat still could go outside on the outside area, like walk out the door and be out there, and I don't know, she might crawl along on the fence and stuff, and she could jump down and go and explore in the backyard garden as well. But I thought with this dog, because it is a bigger dog and because it's quite active, I think I made it, and stuff like that, I thought that it made sense for the backyard to be kind of enclosed, because these girls wouldn't want the dog to escape. So it makes sort of sense that this dog's more of an outside dog. I don't think I did put any pet beds inside, like it's beds outside and food and toys and whatnot, all outside, because I thought that made sense. But right now I'm just making the foyer feel quite homey by having a bit of a rug, and I tried to segregate this and like that little reading nook with the window seat and the kitchen / staircase area with a bookcase, because I thought if I put walls there or like walled it off and used a door, it would be too crammed with like the door and the stairs, or it would make the window seat look weird. So what I decided to do was use a bookcase instead. And there was this one table that you saw just a second ago that was the one from Movie Hangout Stuff. It's the brown one with the purple runner. It was saying that it was yellow, and I would click on the swatches to click on the yellow one, or even try and click on the other ones, and it would only show up in the brown and purple. Because I really wanted to use that one in the yellow swatch, because I know it's cute in that swatch, but it wouldn't change. So maybe when I go back in and add in the bathroom and the railing and the fencing upstairs, I will go in and fix up that table, see if I can get the other one to work now. But right now I'm just doing a little TV watching nook, and I add in a little study by the door as well. And I'm just loving how this yellow is all going along. Like, obviously you probably wouldn't have this much yellow in real life, but I think this looks a little bit more livable and realistic than the purple. I feel like purple's a little bit more harsh, whereas the yellow is quite, like, I think it actually looks good. It's like, if somebody said you have to live here, like live here or there's no other option, I'd be like, okay, I will do that. Because I actually love this house. I really love how it turned out, even though I didn't add a bathroom. Don't worry, it'll be there soon. It's just going to take a moment. Luckily, these Sims haven't actually lived here for more than like 5 minutes in game time, so they haven't needed to go to the toilet yet. But yeah, right now I'm just adding in some curtains over our windows to create some privacy and some realism. Like in real life, you obviously always have curtains and you always have blinds and stuff like that. Like, it's uncommon that somebody doesn't have some form of curtain and blinds, at least over, you know, the bathroom, which there isn't in this house, your bedroom, your living room, you know, that kind of area. They usually have curtains so you can sit around with no pants on and it doesn't matter. But what I noticed was I wasn't putting curtains or blinds or anything like that in my old houses, like when I would just build for the fun of it on my own. And I realized it's probably because in The Sims they don't have much purpose. Like, it's not as if you don't have curtains, they'll get a mood that's saying, you know, prying eyes, or, you know, the neighbours are watching me, or they feel self-conscious, or something like that. I think, like, if they had that, that'd be really cool. If, like, not having curtains could affect you. Like, maybe they didn't, if they're shy, they don't want to use the toilet if there's no curtains because they're scared that somebody might see them, or, I don't know, something like that. But, yeah, I like to add curtains these days because it adds a sense of realism, and it's realistic that you'd have curtains in your house. And also, now that we've got some packs in this Sims, there's a lot more curtains that actually work. Like, I love the ones that are tied back. It's more realistic that you'd have ones that are sort of slick back or whatnot, because when you just have the full length curtains, it sort of puts me off putting them in the houses, because it makes them look too enclosed, and like, it makes them not look realistic anymore, because most of the time, like during the daytime, you would not have the curtains fully drawn all the time, unless it was really hot or you weren't home, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, when you're home and it's light outside, you'd have all your curtains open, which is why I wish the curtains were a little bit more interactive. Like, you could click on the curtains and they could open or close them, like they had an animation and they switched over to be open or closed. I thought that would be really cute, but I'm not sure if that's possible, if it would cause some like issues in the game, or like if it took forever to do, if it would be kind of annoying. Maybe if it was more something that was like toggled on and off, like you could toggle curtain open, curtain shut, curtain drawn, I don't know. There could be some different things like that, like how you can toggle on the lights. I'm not sure how doable that is within the game, but yeah, it's just a cute idea that I thought could work. But for For now, I just sort of do some open, some closed, or I use them big sheet curtains and I put them on the wall or like in between two and imagine that it can be drawn shut, because that's sort of realistic that you'd have these big long sheet curtains that can be pulled across a rod, even though we don't have curtain rods in this game. We really should, but we don't. So yeah, that balcony that I'm working on right now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to convert that into a communal bathroom and then maybe add like a washroom, like a toilet and sink downstairs, because yeah, it'd be kind of weird if the guests had to come all the way upstairs to use the toilet. I don't know, I'm sure there's houses like that, but maybe it could work if I just do like a 0.5 bathroom downstairs and then a full bathroom upstairs just for the girls to use. But anyway, I will fix that, I promise. Don't mind me, I'm just a dopey Dora today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah. I will fix that before you guys download it. At the front here, I am also going to add some lights to the outside of the house, because I think it's realistic that when you come home you would have the light on so that you can see where you're going on your footpath. And yeah, just doing a little bit of the study right now. I love how the study nook turned out with them yellow flowers. I think they're beautiful, and also the rug that I picked for that area I think really ties in the yellow and also some tones of red and pink and orange as well, because I've been looking to use that rug in my past couple of builds, but I could never get it to work. But in this one, it really works. So right now, I am creating the doggy dog heaven. Like, I imagine these girls would have their dog like train and do obedience competitions and stuff. Like, they were to be out here cooking on their Barbie, sitting down having some barbecue dinner with their mates, and their dog would be running around, running through the hoops and the poles and tunnels and whatnot. And out here we also have the bed and the food bowl and some toys. I imagine this dog would be more outside because it's quite a large dog and this is quite a small house. For that reason I didn't even add in any beds inside, but you can if you like. And also I made the post box the same as the house next door to add a sense of like neighborhoodness. And right now I'm just adding in some landscaping, so doing a lot of yellow plants. You'll be surprised how many plants are yellow in this game. It's absolutely beautiful. They're awesome. I was so pleased with the plant outside, the planting outside, because I feel like it creates a sense of security and privacy from like people walking past on that path. Like, because you can't put fences on the edge of lots, so I didn't want to do that because then it would be like too encroaching on the house. But I think that these plants really create a sense of privacy. But anyway, that is all for this part. I'll go in and fix this up very shortly, but for now, I hope you have a snazzy day, and I'll see you all in the next solid color challenge build. See you next time. Bye guys.